Hey folks, Chad Olds here. In light of recent events with COVID-19, not being able to travel, not wanting to go to conventions, I want to talk about how do you sell to your customers when you can't see them in person. And I'm here to give you a little secret. There are a lot of people that do it efficiently and effectively every single day, and they are called business development reps. So my ask is that you take the time right now, the forced time of not traveling and not going to these conventions, and learn how to do your job effectively remotely, because it is absolutely possible. The one resource I want to call out for this is a guy by the name of James Baldwin. He's a business development rep, or he was a business development rep. Now he's running teams of business development reps. The guy is an absolute rock star, and he's worth a follow on LinkedIn. He's the one that I always look at for advice whenever I'm looking at remote work. A few things I want to bring up. Number one, if you want to be effective remotely, use your tools. First, video. Turn it on all the time. Every time you speak with a customer, every time you speak with a colleague. I'd say 95% of the time, customers turn on their videos because they want to do the same thing. They want to see the whites of people's eyes. They're used to doing it in their normal job with Zoom or some other tool, Microsoft Teams, and they have no problem doing it with you. So that's mostly what I see. Ever so often, I'll see somebody say something like, oh, I wasn't prepared for a video call today. And my immediate response is, oh, mine turns on automatically. Here, let me turn it off. And I turn it off. But that's maybe 5% of the time. You will sometimes get pushback from other sales reps that say, oh, do we really want to have our video on with them? Maybe it'll make them feel uncomfortable. I'm here to tell you that is not my experience. People feel pretty comfortable doing it. Use your social media tools, right? Make sure that on LinkedIn, you take a little bit of time to like, comment, research about the customer before you meet him, because it's kind of nice to be able to have that immediate connection instead of spending the first 30 minutes to do so in a meeting. Also, if you use Slack, see if you can do public Slack channels. That's quite nice as well. Great way to communicate where you're not blowing up somebody's phone over text. All right, so use your tools. Second, treat it like an in-person meeting. Get there early. I'm wearing this because I'm meeting with a couple of customers today. This is pretty early morning for me, and I didn't want to show up in a hoodie unless you're in a company where you want to show up in a hoodie. Great, but for us, for my meetings today, I'm dressed up like this. Also, have your background look okay. In my case, I've got an office that I can use, but if I'm at a coffee shop or somewhere else, I'll go in Zoom, click right next to the little video button, and you can have a cool background or a very professional background. This is probably how 50% of the people do it now. There's a really cool way. It just creates a background behind you somehow. I have no clue how it works, but it works. Also, my dog was sitting right there before this video, and I politely asked him to move for a couple of minutes. So make sure you do that. Final thing is take the time to prepare, right? Traveling is a huge time suck. I drove 5 hours yesterday. I drove 5 hours 2 days before that to go there and back to somewhere because flying was tough. To fly there, it still would have taken a few hours out of each of my day. Instead, take that time to learn to be effective remotely. Take that time to learn your tools and just try it with customers. They typically like to meet you on video just as much as in person. With that, I'm going to end it today. Your sharing, your commenting, your liking is incredible. It's making us reach a much broader audience than I ever thought we would. And definitely let me know if there's any other topics you want me to talk about. Otherwise, I'll continue to roll through the ones that people have asked me to address. With that, good selling, and let's go crush it.